I remember wandering across a vast, barren plain. The trees stood leafless and gaunt, their branches etched against a sky heavy with ash-gray clouds. The wind carried with it the faintest whisper, as if the earth itself sighed under the weight of its own solitude. This was a world abandoned, not by design, but by necessity. Its people, long gone, had left behind no monuments, no songs, no trace of their laughter. Only the skeletal remains of nature, stripped bare, lingered to mourn their absence. I wandered not for purpose, but for presence, drawn to the silence that seemed to stretch endlessly. The air was thick with an ineffable weight, a feeling not of despair, but of suspended time, an ache that belonged neither to the past nor the future, but to the eternal present. I walked among the trees, their stark forms like the fingers of some forgotten deity reaching out to touch the unyielding sky. In my hand, I held a small relic, a fragment of a child's drawing, found in the ruins of a nearby settlement. It was faded and fragile, the colors washed away by time, but the essence remained. A sun with smiling rays, a house with crooked walls, and a figure with outstretched arms. It was a vision of joy, drawn by a hand that had likely never known the weight of this desolation. As I stood beneath those silent trees, the contrast struck me deeply. The world around me was devoid of warmth, yet the small piece of art carried within it the echo of life. It reminded me that even amidst the futility thou dost feel, there is an irrepressible urge within sentient beings to create, to leave a mark, however small, upon the vast canvas of existence. And so I stood there, holding the drawing, staring into the gray expanse of the sky. The trees whispered in the wind, their voices ancient and tired, and I felt their sorrow as though it were my own. Yet, within that sorrow, I also found a strange peace. For the bareness of the trees was not an end, but a pause, a moment of stillness before the inevitable resurgence of life. The land, though barren now, would one day bloom again. I carried that memory with me as I left that desolate place. It lingers still, a reminder of the beauty that exists in transience and the resilience of life even in the face of futility. For is not all existence, in the end, a brief and fleeting autumn? And yet within that fleetingness lies its deepest truth, that we are here for a moment to feel, to create, to leave behind even the faintest trace of our being.